Okay, so 3.3 graphing with slope intercept form. Ooh. All right, so this should be pretty simple because we've pretty much done this. We just haven't put it all together yet. So we have certain steps that we have to take. Step one is to plot the y-intercept. Okay, so you always look for your y-intercept in the form, and then that's where you plot it. Step two is you count the slope from that point. So remember, if it is a positive slope, we're going up and to the right. If it is a negative slope, we're going down and to the right. And then last step is to connect the points and draw arrows on your straight line. Okay, so those are all the steps. I could find the graphs. Where did I put them? Oh my goodness. Oh, they're there. Losing my mind. Okay, so we're going to practice this. So a lot of people have found it super easy if we write out M and B off to the side. You do not have to do this, but I'll do it every time just for those that need it. So what's my slope? My slope is 3. I'm going to write it as a fraction because it'll help us out later. B, I don't have to write as a fraction. B is -3. Where do I start? Step 1 says I start at the y-intercepts. I'm going here. That's at -3. Where I start, and then I count my slope. My slope is 3/1. It's positive, so that means I'm going up 3 and over 1. Okay, then I would make my line, and that's it. Okay, this one. My slope on this one, remember there's an invisible 1 there, so it's -1. If I write that as a fraction, it's -1/1. And my y-intercept is just a +1. So I start with my y-intercept up here at +1. Since my slope is negative, I'm going to go down 1 and over 1. We always go to the right. And that is it for that. Boom, bam. All right, this one we got M equals B equals. So my M on this one's 1/2. My B is a -2. So I'm going to start at my y-intercept, which is -2. My slope is positive, so I'm going to go up 1 and over 2. And there we have it. All right, pause this and try to do these 3 on your own. So really pause it, try to do the 3 on your own, and then unpause it, and I'll work them out for you. Okay, so I'm going to do this one. I do it pretty quick. 4/1 is my slope. -2 is my y-intercept, so I'm starting at -2. I'm going up 4 and over 1. Okay, this one. And -3/2 is my slope, and 1 is my y-intercept. So I'm going to start at +1. I'm going to go down 3 and over 2. And that's that one. Last one. My slope is 2/3. My y-intercept's -3, so I'm going to start down here at -3. Since it's positive, I'm going to go up 2 and over 3. And that's my line there. All right, so that is graphing slope-intercept form. Rewatch this, watch it over and over again if that did not make sense, because I think eventually you'll catch on. Okay, we do have some special graphs that we have to talk about though. So the first one, let's say I had a line right here at 3, and it was this. If I'm going to write my equation, which we had this on our worksheet a couple days ago, it's going to be y equals, my slope is 0 on this. So we know that 0 times x is just 0. So really, x does not even show up in our equation. But what does show up is our y-intercept. Where's it crossing the y? At 3. So my equation for this one is just y equals 3. That's whenever your slope is 0. That's the situation that you get. And then we got one more situation. Let's say I'm over here at -3. And let's say it looks like this. I'm going to have my slope in this situation is undefined. So that means that I can't even write a y equals equation if my slope is undefined, because you'll never see an equation with y equals undefined x. That's not a thing. So this one is super weird and special because instead of y equals, this one is actually x equals, and it just equals what your x's intercept is. So in this case, it's -3. Okay, so if slope is 0, y equals the number. If slope is undefined, x equals the number. All right, that is it.